Good morning, everyone. It's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, and I'd like to welcome you, your spirit guides, and my spirit guides here today. A lot of energy floating around today. Okay, I'll try and make this video a little bit shorter. I want to have a look at the Brazilian elections. So we've got Lula de Silva versus Bolsonaro. They had last week the general election, and the way the Brazilian constitution is set up is that a leader has to be elected, you have to get over 50%. So what happened is that Lula de Silva got 48, Bolsonaro got 43, so he was trailing, and the independent got around 4%. Numbers don't add up, so there was a few other little bits and pieces. They were the three top runners, so there were a few other votes shared around. So what happens is, because nobody got over 50%, Lula and Bolsonaro go to a runoff on the 30th of October. Now, I have read on this election before. I have read that it's neck and neck. I have read that Lula de Silva wins. However, there was a lot of manipulation and fraudulent voting going on. So I just want to revisit this. So what I might have a do is I'll have a look at each candidate and just see where they go. So what I'm going to have a look at first, using my Golden Universal Tarot, I'm going to have a look at Bolsonaro. He is the current sitting, or was the current sitting leader, president. However, there's a lot of corruption in his party, his leadership. He was the guy that basically said that COVID was nothing. He wasn't. He didn't have any lockdowns. He didn't have any stay at homes. No mask wearing. Didn't order vaccines for the people as the rest of the world did, and he basically said it's just a cold, get over it. What did they have? They had hundreds of thousands die. It was quite from COVID. It was quite horrific. So I'll just have a look at Bolsonaro. Bolsonaro, getting chills up my legs. Bolsonaro in regards to the election on the 30th of October. Bolsonaro, tell me how Bolsonaro is going to go. Okay. 3 cards wanted to come out there. Defeat, money, or new beginning. New beginning, new financial, new purpose, new plan, new opportunity beginning for Brazil. And Brazil is at this crossroads moment. It is very much a crossroads moment for Brazil as to where they go in the future. Now, Lula de Silva, he has been Prime Minister before, and yes, there was corruption during his presidency, hoping he's learnt his lesson last time around. But tell me about Bolsonaro. I do like that defeat card. Okay, I think these cards are just going to tell me. So we've got this Devil, full illumination. I don't think Bolsonaro is going to win. I'm telling not to keep shuffling. Bolsonaro is the Devil and full illumination. So there may be something that comes out between now and the runoff election on the 30th. So let's have a look. Hopefully, what I have heard is a lot of those independents will pivot their vote towards De Silva. Tell me about De Silva in the upcoming 30th of October. 30th of October. Lula de Silva. Brazil, 30th of October. How will he go in the election, in the runoff election? Okay, thank you. I just, if I go back to that devil energy, that is all about corruption and power, and yeah, there's going to be illumination on this manipulation and voter fraud. Okay, so this is Lula de Silva. Yep, packing up the truth and moving towards calmer waters, moving towards a new horizon for the country. I do like that. Crossed by a wheel of fortune, so the fates are coming into play. It is a change. This is all about a change coming. Thank you. Base, King of Swords. Logical sound investigation. Past, we've got the ship coming in. So I think this is the first round where it was 48-43. This is a plan coming to fruition in the past. So I'm liking these cards. There is something that's going to be exposed. There is something that we have not seen or heard as of yet in regards to this election. Thank you. I just got told dirty tricks. But dirty tricks by Bolsonaro, not by Lula de Silva. There is going to be exposure of manipulation of voter fraud. Okay. It's going to be exposed. This snake in the path is going to be fully exposed. Externally, this is a tower moment for Brazil. Also a tower moment for Lula de Silva, where this crown on top of this ivory tower is going to be blasted off and destroyed, and it is the time to rebuild anew something better and stronger. Brazil has so much going for it. It has natural resources. It has a dynamic community. It has so much going for it without raping and pillaging the land and abusing the people. So this is very much about tearing down the way things are currently being done and starting anew. So this is externally for De Silva, internally reaping what he sowed. Oh gosh, I hope he sowed well. But reaping what he sowed, but also reviewing what is currently in place internally. Hopes and fears. Fear is this devil energy. The fear is that this election will be corrupted and stolen, basically. Outcome, King of Pentacles. I like that for Lula de Silva. You've got these two kings here. This is a king of wealth and prosperity and practicality, and the future, a mentor figure for the country to bring Brazil into prosperity. There is going to be some disappointment, loss and disappointment. Okay, see where it goes. An offer is going to be made, and we have another king. Okay, this is what it's telling me. Okay, there's going to initially be loss and disappointment. However, there is going to be this information brought forward to the lawmakers about betrayal and sabotage. New message brought forward, and here we have the final King of Cups. So this is telling me that there is going to be exposed. So it's not the result may not be immediately available because there is going to be this energy in here, but I am seeing it as a good energy for Lula de Silva. We've got all four kings coming forward for him, and at the base we have the truth, a new beginning in truth. There is going to be some anxiety while it plays, but then we have the Justice card. Actions and consequences, but also justice. So looking at those two sets of cards that come forward, I see that is again going to be a positive outcome for Lula de Silva. There is going to be exposure of this devil energy. The result may not be immediately visible, as the process is worked through. But we had the Four Kings, we've got the Justice card, we've got the Tower card, we've got the moving on card out of troubled waters, but it is intermingled with that corrupt power energy. Okay, let's just have a quick look. Just shorten that a bit. Okay. Morning, guys. May I ask a question, please? May I ask a question? Just take that thumb away. May I ask a question, please? Thank you. Will Bolsonaro win the Brazilian election? And that's very definite. No, a lot of the times the pendulum will start swinging in the direction of the answer before I even ask the question, because I've formulated the question in my mind. I'll just shorten that a little bit. Okay. May I ask a question, please? May I ask a question? Thank you. Will Lula de Silva win the Brazilian election? And that's a yes. Okay, may I ask a question, please? May I ask a question, please? Thank you. Will there be corruption in the Brazilian election? Voter manipulation? Will there be voter corrupt? Yes. May I ask a question, please? May I ask a question? And will it be exposed? And that's a yes. Okay. So there we go, the Brazilian election. I'm seeing that Lula de Silva. Now, I did quite an extensive reading on that, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, can't remember, where the fate of the Amazon rainforest is very dependent on Lula de Silva winning. And the fate of the rainforest is the fate of the lungs of the world. So feel free to go and have a look at that. This is just reconfirming what that reading did say, but just keep your eye on it, because there will be this devil energy, this corruption, this sabotage, betrayal energy coming through. Okay, thank you for joining me. Take care. Love to you all. If there's anything you'd like to ask, please either put it in the comments or send me an email. Love you. Bye-bye.